Hello everyone, I'm Keen47, aka Wolfkeen. And well, this is going to be a special video. Basically, I've seen people wanting to get into the Let's Play and game reviewing kind of business. I really call this a business because, well, it's getting tough these days to do Let's Plays and game reviews and actually have credibility because of all these big name YouTubers who are also game reviewers and Let's Players. There are plenty of these kind of people. So what I'm going to be doing is passing along my tips for Let's Plays and game reviews. First off, we're going to start with Let's Plays because I currently have a Let's Play going on my channel. Well, 3 of them if you want to be honest. So let me get into the first thing about Let's Plays. If you don't know what a Let's Play is when you play a game from start to finish, basically, and you upload whatever you've been doing into YouTube. Basically, just playing the game. That's what you do. You play the game and you record it. Nothing too hard about that. There are different kinds of Let's Plays. There's blind Let's Plays. There's Let's Plays where you know about the game. There are instructional Let's Plays. And then there are walkthroughs. There are different kinds of ways to play the game. So let's just talk about a standard Let's Play. So if you're new into the Let's Play audience, let me say this first and foremost. First and foremost, don't be intimidated. When you're doing a Let's Play, you should let your voice be normal. Don't worry about, forcing comedy. Don't worry about forcing comments or anything like that. Just talk like if you're talking to someone that's sitting right next to you. That's the way I do it. I talk like if someone's sitting right next to me being like, okay, if we go through here, we should be able to find some weapons and stuff like that. Let's see what's over here. Like, I basically talk like you're in the room with me. Get me? That's how I do my Let's Plays. I basically talk like you're in the room with me. You're sitting right next to me, and you're right there watching me play. That's the way I do my Let's Play commentary. So the first aspect of a Let's Play that I'm going to need to tell you about, pick a game. You can pick any game you want, but I want you to pick a game that you enjoy and you think your viewers are going to enjoy. You shouldn't pick a game that you're not going to like, and the reason why is because if you pick a game you're not going to like, your commentary is not going to be as good, you're not going to be as devoted to finishing this game, and all in all, you're just going to make yourself more miserable this way. Doing things for viewers is nice and all, but doing something that's going to make you possibly miserable and depressed is not a good idea. So you should always pick a game that you enjoy and you think the viewers will enjoy. And there are multiple reasons to play a game. For me, I'm playing Demon's Souls as a Let's Play. Why? Because I feel like Demon's Souls is a good game and I think more people should check it out. Because I kind of feel like it's undervalued in many cases. Because most people started with Dark Souls instead of Demon's Souls. And I feel like people should check out Demon's Souls because it's a pretty good game, and I think it's better than Dark Souls in many ways. Some people are quick to disagree with me, but that's their opinion. If they like Dark Souls, they like Dark Souls. If they like Demon's Souls, they like Demon's Souls. I'm just doing this Let's Play to bring out awareness to the game, but I digress. That's why I play Demon's Souls, because I enjoy the game, and I think my viewers will enjoy it. My Army of Two Let's Play is a different story. I wanted to play something with my friend John. So, we came up with Army of Two the 40th Day. I feel like Army of Two the 40th Day is a good game, even though some people hate it, which is why I'm doing a Let's Play for it. I'm doing a Let's Play to basically promote the game a little bit and show that, yeah, it's not as good as it could have been, but it's still an underloved title. Not a AAA title, don't get me wrong, but still a good game. I think people should check it out. So that's the first step you want to do in a Let's Play. Pick a game that you enjoy. Don't pick a game that you're going to regret or you're going to make yourself depressed playing, because this is going to make your commentary suffer. Number 2, which I just explained about. Just be yourself. Don't try to be someone else and don't try to steal jokes from anybody else. Just be your own person. The thing is that in a Let's Play, you want to be your own person. You don't want to be someone else, and you don't want to change your personality just because, oh, it's a Let's Play, I need people to like me. No, be yourself. If you lie to yourself in a Let's Play, it's not going to really help you with your viewers, because then when your viewers actually find out your real personality, they're going to look at your Let's Play and then look at your real videos, be like, is this the same person? In my videos and in my Let's Plays, I act the same, so I'm a goofy kind of person who does a lot of mistakes and other stuff like that, and I always make jokes to myself. So That's kind of like a running thing. I joke about myself, I joke about games, and I always call myself terrible. But that's the thing. That's how I see it sometimes, that I am bad at games and I'm just trying to learn. But that's what I mean. In a Let's Play, you want your commentary to be nice, fluid, and flowing. And you want it to feel natural. You don't want to force yourself to say certain comments and say certain things because it's not going to feel natural. And you're going to feel more like a jackass trying to commentate in a way that you never would. Which is why you want to keep your, your commentary natural. That's the thing. In a Let's Play, you don't really want to rehearse unless you're doing a walkthrough. If you're doing a walkthrough, then yeah, you'll have to rehearse a little bit. But if you're just doing a standard Let's Play, don't rehearse anything. Just let the commentary come to you. Let the comments come to you and let the jokes come to you. Because sometimes that's what it takes. It takes just, playing the game to come up with jokes rather than just writing down jokes and then saying them. That's something you would usually leave for like a walkthrough or something like that. Number 3 that I would feel about Let's Plays. To be honest, Let's Plays is not easy. So what I would say is develop a schedule for yourself. The reason why I say to make a schedule for yourself is because you kind of want to set aside like a day that you'll play this game and record it. You don't have to stay to the schedule. I sure as hell don't at times. But you have to stay to a certain schedule. And this is another important thing. Don't upload too many videos. You don't want to upload 10 to 20 videos a day because that's not only going to spam your viewers' inbox and possibly cause unsubscribes, but this is going to cause some of these episodes to get swept under the rug, basically. What you want to do is basically upload maybe one video on one day. Basically, what I'll say is this, like a schedule of like, upload one video on Monday, then maybe upload another one on Friday or something like that. Basically, because if you upload more than one video on that day, some of those videos are not going to get the views that they require, and they're also going to get swept under the rug. Uploading one video of your Let's Play on certain days will not only allow your viewers to catch up, but will also allow your video to gain views, which will help promote the Let's Play. If you post too many videos at once, your videos are not going to get as many views, and some people may just sweep the Let's Play under the rug because you're uploading too much. So do like 1 or 2 videos a week and choose when to upload them. Using the schedule option is very important. So that's my advice. Like, try to keep yourself on a schedule and don't upload too many videos in one day. 1 at minimum, 2 at maximum, depending. So that way, your videos get views, your viewers can watch them, and you don't have to worry about some of them getting swept under the rug. And last but not least, for a Let's Play, have fun with it. Don't worry about what you're saying half the time and stuff like that. This is your Let's Play. This is your Let's Play. This is your experience with the game. This is your time with the game. You should be enjoying yourself. You should be having fun. You should be just being yourself. Don't worry about, trying to be more scripted. Don't worry about trying to be more this and more that. If some things need to change, your viewers will let you know. But don't worry so much about viewer input as well. Some viewers will be like, oh, you talk too much. Don't worry about that too much, because some people just like to say that. The thing is about a Let's Play, this is your game. This is your experience. They shouldn't be giving you problems because this is an experience you want to take. You should be having fun with this Let's Play. And I honestly think that that's the point of a Let's Play. You should be doing a Let's Play to have fun. Not to, gain or lose something. Just have fun with it. That's the point of a Let's Play. So really, that's what I gotta say about a Let's Play. So number 1, make sure your commentary is very, fluid and flowing. Don't worry about scripted commentary. Always pick a game that you enjoy and you think viewers will enjoy. Don't put yourself on a schedule. You want to put yourself on like a certain schedule so this way you can upload videos constantly and give your viewers new content. And finally, don't worry, just have fun. That's the point of a Let's Play. You want to have fun with it, and that's the point. So, that's my advice on a Let's Play. Hopefully that will get you started and give you an idea of how to do a Let's Play. Now, what about game reviews? Well, there's a different idea for game reviews. So let me do the same thing like I did with the Let's Plays and break them down into, into 1, 2, 3, 4, like I did before. So the first thing, if you're going to do a video game review, Play the game. You have to play the game in order for you to review it. Oh, I know what you're about to say. Oh, Wolfkeen, that's the stupidest thing you ever said. Not really. There are some people who just look at games and give it reviews without touching it. The thing is that you have to play the game for a certain amount of hours before you can honestly give an opinion about it. If you only play a game for like 3 to 2 hours and then try to review it, your review is not going to have a lot of pull. Basically, you're going to look like you half-assed on your review and you didn't really play the game. Like, say if I played Tomb Raider, I only played it for 3 hours and then did my review. I'm not going to know about the ending. I'm not going to know about some of the other stuff. And I'm not going to know about Lara Croft that much. So if I only played Tomb Raider for 3 hours, I'm not going to learn everything. So that means my review is going to be half-assed. So the very first and most important thing is to play the game. You want to play it from start to finish, and you want to, you want to enjoy yourself. Which leads me to number 2. Number 2, when it comes to video game reviews, which coincides with number 1, don't rush it. You shouldn't have to rush playing a game just to review it. The thing is that all these high-grade reviewing, like IGN and stuff like that, rush the game so they can get the review out, which is why they can't enjoy it or they miss out on some key parts. Like, say if IGN rushed through Mass Effect, are they going to learn everything about Mass Effect in one go? No. Now, take it from someone who has played Mass Effect multiple times, has played Renegade and Paragon, who has done multiple files, has done most of the side content. Who are you going to believe more? IGN, who rushed through the game, or a guy who actually took his time to play through most of the game and give you most of the good information? I mean, seriously. Who are you going to believe more? That's the point. You want to take your time with a game. You never want to rush it. If you rush a game, you're going to miss out on key elements, which is going to cause you to lose out on valuable information. I cannot explain how many times I've seen this in reviews and stuff like that. I mean, seriously, it gets annoying at times when I see this in a review. So, don't rush the game. Enjoy it. You want to enjoy the game, learn certain things about the game, and then finally come back and do your review. Which leads me to number 3. Sometimes it's good to jot down notes when you're playing a game. Like, write down certain things that stand out in a game. Like, oh, this cutscene stood out, or oh, these moments stood out, or oh, this part sucked, or something like that. You want to jot down certain information because this will help you organize your review and give you something to say when it's time to review the game. So basically, jotting down information and stuff like that will help you come up with information and organize yourself so when it's time for the review, you can just pull out the paper real quick, memorize what you're going to say, and then finally do the review unscripted. That's important in a review. I do all my reviews unscripted, but I do have information. Basically, I go from my experience to also what I wrote down and certain things that stood out in the game. So, first thing you want to do is make sure to play the game. Second thing you want to do is actually don't rush the game. Just enjoy it. Enjoy the game, learn what needs to be learned, and try to finish it. And number 3, you need information. You need good ideas to jot down information. Number 4, don't review every game you see. That's a big mistake people make these days, is that they review games that they have no business reviewing. Like, in PSN Magazine, a female intern reviewed Duke Nukem Forever. You're gonna have a female review a Duke Nukem game, which has been the game for guys, basically, and has a lot of sexism towards women, if you really think about it. You know how she's going to review it, because she's not going to like it, being the fact that she is a woman herself. So you need to make sure you pick and choose what games you review. If you review every game under the sun, 1, you're not going to have as good information if you have no business in that area. A good example of a game with no business that I don't review sports games and I don't review fighting games. Reason is because I don't play them. I don't play sports, I don't play fighting. So what would happen if I tried to review Soul Calibur 5? No one's going to take my word for it because I don't play fighting games. So that's the thing. I stay away from reviewing fighting games and I stay away from reviewing sports games. If you want to review sports games and you play a lot of sports games, good for you. If you play a lot of first-person shooters and want to review a first-person shooter, good for you. But if you want to review an action-adventure and you've never played an action-adventure game in your life, don't. because, one, your information is not going to be very good. Two, you won't be able to compare it to other games in that franchise. It's like, say I played Soul Calibur and I tried to compare it to Street Fighter. I can't do that because I never played Street Fighter 4. So, you need to get me, if you played more games in that genre, you have more to compare with. Me, that I haven't played too many fighting games, I can't compare Soul Calibur 5 to anything, which doesn't give me much information to work with. So make sure you pick and choose what games you review. If you think you're going to have a lot of information to say about a certain game, go for it. If you think you're not going to have a lot to say because you don't have a lot to compare it with, don't review it. Because, one, you're going to make yourself look like a jackass, and number two, your information is going to be very flimsy and full of a lot of holes, if you ask my honest opinion. So that's the thing. Pick and choose what games you review. Don't look to review every game under the living sun, because, one, you're going to make yourself look like a jackass. And finally, for reviewing games, make sure you review them objectively. Why I say objectively is because many people who review games are kind of these fanboys at times. Some people review games just to give a game a bad score, and some people review games just to give it a great score. A great example of this is people who got into game reviews just to review DMC Devil May Cry. Look, I understand that DMC Devil May Cry was a huge, huge change from the original series. But that does not mean you get to get into game reviews and give it 2s and 0s out of 10 because, oh, they changed the Dante, oh, they did this, oh, they did that. No. You know why? Because you're just being a fanboy. When you review a game, you review it professionally and subjectively. You don't let your fanboy side get in the way of it, and you don't let your hatred get in the way of it. You only talk about the goods and the bads of the game. Like, for instance, let me do a brief summary of DMC Devil May Cry, even though I haven't played it. It's not a review. DMC Devil May Cry, I do have a couple of problems with. The new Dante is stupid. The characters in the game are not very likable. And I don't like half the characters, like Virgil and Cat. Virgil, I expected a lot more from playing the other Devil May Cries. Dante, I hate his new look, and his personality is not as bad. But I do miss the mannerisms at times that Dante used to have, insulting his enemies and other stuff like that, and having these one-liners. But I kind of felt like the one-liners were getting annoying anyways in the original DMC, so... But that's the thing, like, DMC Devil May Cry is not a bad game. I actually would recommend it if you're a hack and slash kind of person. Like, if you like beat-em-ups and stuff like that, I would recommend it. It's not my cup of tea. That's why I didn't review it or buy it. But I think I would recommend this to people who like beat-em-ups, like God of War. God of War is a good beat-em-up. But that's the thing. People get into game reviews just so they can give good scores and bad scores. When you review a game, you review it subjectively and professionally. You bring up the good about the game. You bring up the bad about the game. You bring up personal points about the game. Basically, there are certain subjects you want to talk about in a game. Story, graphics, music, multiplayer if it has it, and of course, gameplay. You always want to talk about these 5 subjects because they will be the baseline for how you talk about the game and the score you will give it. Basically, like, say, like, oh, the game had great story, good graphics, music, okay multiplayer, but a gameplay. That's what I'm trying to say, that you need to be very subjective with what you say about games. You need to take everything that you've learned from the game, basically take all your experiences, basically, like I said, jot it down on paper and think about, what do you think about this game? Good example. Again, Tomb Raider. How do the graphics look? Like, think about the graphics look like, what do the graphics look like? Think about, then you gotta think about gameplay. Was the gameplay functional, or was it bad? I mean, was the gameplay functional? Did it work? Was it good? Was it bad? You gotta take all these things into account, and you gotta be very subjective about it. Don't say you hate a game just because you hate it. You need to have reasons as to why you hate the game. So say, for instance, I don't like Mafia 2. Now, if I just said I don't like Mafia 2, people would not take my word for it. So I need to explain, why don't I like Mafia 2? Easy. It doesn't feel like a sandbox game. Mafia 2 does not feel like a sandbox game. There's nothing in the sandbox. It's like putting you in a sandbox but giving you no shovel and pail. That's what Mafia 2 is at times. I wish there were more side missions in Mafia. See? Coming up with this kind of information will not only give your opinion some, some information to it, but will also maybe get people to sway in your direction towards the game. Like, actually look at that and then think about, maybe he's right. Because I've actually changed other people's opinions about certain games, like The Walking Dead Survival Instinct and stuff like that. So the thing is, you want to be very subjective about your review. You don't want to be a fanboy about it, and you don't want to be a hater about it. If you think you're really going to hate the game because you don't like the franchise, don't review it, because you're going to make yourself look like an idiot. And those are my points for reviewing. So make sure you pick a game and play it. Make sure you play it all the way through without rushing it. Jotting down ideas is very good. Make sure you have business when you review the game. Don't just review every game that you see. You need to have some background with it, like games to compare it with. If I was to review a fighting game, for instance, I wouldn't have much information to back it up with because I don't play too many fighting games. And finally, don't let your fanboy side or your hater side get in the way of the review. You want to be professional and you want to be subjective. That is very important in a review, because otherwise you're going to look like a jackass and your review is not going to look very promising, or, well, it's not going to have any clout to it. And this is being very honest. I have been doing game reviews and Let's Plays for about 2 years now, so I'm giving my experience to ya because I know there's a couple of people who want to get into Let's Plays and reviews. So, I hope my information helped. If you have any more questions for me, leave a comment below, and if I have an answer for them, I will. So I really hope this informative video will help you out if you're looking to do a Let's Play or game reviews, because I kind of want to give away my knowledge to other people because I know people want to get into this kind of field. I hope my knowledge helped you out, and if you have a Let's Play or a game review you want me to look at, hey, leave a video response. I would be interested in watching. I'm always interested in watching other people's work and seeing how they improve, and plus, it can help improve myself. We should all be helping each other out, improve each other, because if we work as a whole, we can become bigger. Get me? If we work as a whole, we can become a lot bigger than just working individually, and I know this for a fact. So, until next time, I'm Keen47, aka Wolfkeen, and, well, you could probably call this a Wolf Squared special. So until next time, take care.